Hey there. Hello. How's it going, everyone? Welcome on in, Red Seraph. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Hope all of you are having a chill Monday so far. It's been a little bit hectic for me today. I had to return to the office today after working effectively remotely. They call it hybrid, right? Since March 2020. The past 2 years, I've been going into the office twice a week, and now we're coming back in full time. Well, full time, quote unquote. It's 4 days a week. We get one flex day, but it's basically a return to office. We get an assigned cube and everything again. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not happy about the direction they're taking, and I think the reasons for it are kind of bullshit because they're all like, "Oh, it's to facilitate more in-person collaboration and to catch those lightning in a bottle moments where you go up to your coworkers and say, "Hey, I know how to solve this problem," and you all talk it out together in your cube. Never mind the fact that about half my team doesn't work at the same site as me. My immediate team, about half of them are actually on the East Coast. That said, they did seat us nearby other people that are actually pretty relevant, like either in our kind of like next level hierarchy or just like adjacent teams. So it's like it's not that we wouldn't ever collaborate together. It's just annoying. I'm just annoyed at the direction it all went. But that said, it was a pretty good day. At least they gave us a free breakfast this morning. Um, it's weird though, because the so we've had a lot of leadership changes and shit take place over the past couple years. So what ended up happening is there's two main buildings that people work out of, right? I was working out of the second building. The first one is kind of like where a lot of the execs live. Both of them have cafes, but they closed the cafe in the second building because there just weren't as many people on site to justify it. And now that our current executive leadership is like, okay, everyone back on site now. Well, I'm working out of the second building, but there's not a cafe for us. We have to walk to the first building, which is now insanely packed during lunchtime. So I'm very curious to see if they're going to reopen the cafe at the second building. I'm kind of hoping they are. I feel like it would be a better investment for their employees. At least I can get my steps in, right? So, hope you all are doing well today. Sorry I kind of dropped the last week's Wednesday stream a little bit last minute. Um, I have a lot of I'm getting a lot of opportunities to hang out with some more IRL friends and just do like exercise and shit together. So I'm trying to be more open to those opportunities, but it also means I kind of have to reorganize my streaming schedule a bit. Um, I am keeping the streams times. I'm gonna try to stay as close to what I promised for this week as possible. I did move these streams to 7:30 just because I felt like that would be an easier time for me to be able to make versus 7. So I might just do that going forward. But yeah, plan is to play more Spirit Swap today. I'm gonna play more of the story mode because we can get further along in Mo and the Polycules stories. I don't know. I might try and progress through some of the others, but um, I do want to play the endless mode a little bit because there was a lot more story last time we played together, and not quite as much actual gameplay. Plus, I want to be able to play on some of the harder difficulties to see how much harder it actually is. So that's what we got to look forward to today. Let me go ahead and get the game up here. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I appreciated the initial story mode where it was kind of a good balance between the story and like gameplay mechanics. And now the gameplay mechanics are definitely taking a back seat while the stories grow. It is neat though, right? Like in the sense of if you wanted to lean more into the story, you totally could. If you wanted to lean more into the games, there are other game modes that you can go to for that. I appreciate that. Where are you? Spirit Swap. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and get in position here. Go ahead and turn off the music. Game should pop up any second now. Might take a bit longer than a second. Oh my gosh. So I went with a bunch of friends to a local beach town this past weekend. If any of you are in the Discord, I did share like a couple videos from it. Um one of the places we went to is an apothecary, like this little kind of like tea elixir cafe that's kind of right in the middle of downtown. They have hammocks that hang from the ceiling, and they serve a ton of teas and elixirs and smoothies and shit that all have like adaptogens in them. It is the perfect place where you could just lose hours and hours of time because they're playing like really mellow, like kind of goth alt music. Just hang from the ceiling, drinking teas that just make you feel fuzzy and shit. It's great. Highly recommend. Okay, let's get this window organized. What's going on here? Uh, there we go. All right. Back into story mode we go. 43%. All right. Let's do this. I still haven't really gotten all that many decorations, now that I think about it. We do have the llama, though. Just a step in the right direction. Yeah, I like that. It's a bit more spread out. I'll keep the clock as is. Okay. There's a major event for Pookie there, which I assume is to determine whether or not we want to pursue a relationship with him. So I guess what I haven't figured out yet is whether or not I'm gonna actually like I don't know. I'm kind of torn between wanting to 100% the game and also like see what happens if I just reject someone. Uh let's go ahead and keep going with Mo though. I do like Mo. I mean, I like Mo and the Polycule and Lulu, I think are the main ones that I'm looking at. Waves crash gently against the shore. The sand is warm and a gentle breeze is blowing. You breathe in the briny air and let it fill your lungs. Iskander has their boombox full blast. They're in the zone. You watch as they complete a few reps. That was the most spectacular set yet. Just don't overdo it, okay? You only just started feeling better. But my muscles, and my muscles are screaming to let loose. You hear them too, right? Iskander flexes and waves you closer, hoping you can hear them better that way. Yep, they're screaming all right. I knew it. Just 1T1 more to... Mo? You mean go? Oh, we got Mo behind us. No, Mo. You turn to see Mo standing behind you, putting on a brave face. Mo and Iskander nervously look away from each other, not knowing what to say. Hey, guys. Oh, look who decided to join us. You hug her and give her a questioning look, asking without words if she needs you here. She squeezes your hand and gives you a little reassuring nod, motioning for you to give them a little privacy. I'll just give you two some space. You step away, but stay within earshot, pretending to pick up seashells as way is off, but still eavesdropping. Hey, Iskander. I wanted to see you. I didn't think you did. I've been thinking a lot about us, about everything that happened. I miss having you in my life, even just as a friend. The Thembo was too stunned to speak. Their features started to soften as they realized how anxious Mo is too. This is also hard on her. Yeah, I've been off my game a lot since the breakup. It's hard not talking to you. But what you said, my muscles? We are one. I am them and they are me, you know. You made me sad. I know. I tried to hurt you in frustration, and I knew all your weak spots. I made sure it hurt. I'm sorry for saying what I said. I just... Oh, this is gonna sound so silly. I just felt like sometimes you cared more about yourself and your muscles more than me. Iskander just stands there, resisting the urge to close the distance and hug her, like they always would. Oh, I didn't know. I do get mega in the zone sometimes. But without you, I wouldn't be half as flextacular as I am now, you know. They proceed to give Mo their trademark flex and wink. Eh? Eh? She can't help herself at the ridiculous sight. She lets out a small laugh, shaking her head. I guess that's true. Maybe I should have gotten half of your muscles in the breakup, huh? She lets herself continue to laugh it out, and smiles back up at her old flame. Hey, we may not be Muskander anymore, but are we still cool? You can take as long as you need to. You know we're cool, babe. Always. They both look over at you. You can stop pretending now, Samar. We know you're listening. We do? Grinning, you walk back over to them. Who, me? Just appreciating the scenery. But seriously, I'm glad you two are talking again. It's just like old times. Speaking of old times, they run over to the water and splash both you and Mo. Hey, come on, Mo, let's get him. Right behind you. Just watch the hair. Do you know how long it took to style it this way? Enjoy spending the rest of the day with Mo and Ishk. Iskander decides to leave early to get to Lulu's before she closes for the day, while you and Mo get mint tea from a stand nearby. Today was a blast. Yeah, the three of us haven't had that much fun in a while. Sorry about your hair, though. Me and Ish got carried away. Oh, hold on 1 second, everyone. Whoa, it's Mary. Hi there, Mary. Sorry about that. I had to step away very much briefly because my wife needed me to open up a packet of krill for her. Hello, welcome on in. It's good to see you. We're continuing on with Mo's story here. Uh, she and Iskander just had a chat. Seems like it went well. Let's see where it goes next. You'll just have to help me restyle it. Deal. There's an air of relief with the day's events behind you. You and Mo continue to chat, making plans to hang out. Oop. Sorry, app randomly just decided it wanted to install. Okay. You and Mo continue to chat, making plans to hang out to help her style her hair. And maybe yours too. About to get kiddos to sleep, but want to stop by real quick. Yeah, it's good to see you. Appreciate you stopping by as always, Mary. And congrats on first. Yes. Here, let me go ahead and... Oh, and thank you for the head pat, too. Mary Lamb. Let me go ahead and just get a first message set up for you. You forgot first. Yeah. Some people are just super quick on it, I swear. It's funny. I've seen people, I not necessarily on this stream, but I've seen some people claim first literally like a second after the message goes out. They don't play. There we go. Now everyone can know you're first, Mary. All right. Let's continue. Oh, I got a gizmo. Wait, what does that do? It looks like a drill or a sewing machine of some sort. That's kind of cool. How do you use gizmo? Uh, I'll keep a TV for now. Not sure I want to remove the gizmo or remove the TV in favor of the gizmo. It's kind of a cool device though. Okay. Uh okay. I'll try and stop by again when the gremlins fall asleep. Sounds good, Mary. We'll see you in a bit. Polycule time. It's TV show night at Theo, Cleo, and Dio's place. Theo's favorite show, Buff Brain Force Ultra, just came back from its season break. Grabbing some snacks on the way over, you swing by and make it within 15 minutes to spare. Heck yeah. When you ring the doorbell, Theo answers the door. She greets you with a quick hug, then bolts back to the lounge, where you assume Cleo and Dio are too. Closing the door behind you, you scoot your way into the seating area. Theo sat up close to the screen, sitting on the floor with a bowl of popcorn like a kid watching afternoon cartoons. Dio and Cleo are lounging on the nearby couch. Cleo the big spoon to Dio's little. Dio looks over and waves, but speaks in nearly a movie theater whisper. Samar! Hey, glad you made it. Thanks for the invite. Shh. You look over, surprised at Theo's intensity. Like you'd heard they like the show, but they're like into the show. You take a seat on the opposite end of the couch, turning to face the screen. You take on the stage whisper that seemed appropriate for the mood. Alrighty, I've never seen this before. Someone fill me in? Theo turns to you, leaning back on their hands. Okay, but only because we're on a commercial break. Once the show gets going, we gotta focus. You're completely surprised. You've never seen Theo this enthusiastic or intense about anything. You're seeing a new side of Theo now. Theo launches into an explanation about the intricacies and nuances of the show's plot thus far. You see Dio and Cleo smile, returning your surprised look with respective, I know faces. In your peripheral vision, you notice the latest ad is for the Shag Vision residency. You're still in awe that they chose Damashq to stay in for a whole year. They must really love the city. As the commercial plays, you hear the telltale melody of their latest track, 545. The song continues to play as the announcer shares the days and times folks can see the show. Wait a second. You jump up from the couch. Spirits, everyone! We gotta get them out of the way before the rest of the ads are done. Okay, so we got some spirit swapping. On it. Of course, we're here to help. Don't worry, Theo, you won't miss a second of your show. Excellent. Oh, a little bit of lag. There we go. Yeah, Habibi. Oh, okay. Uh, oh, I guess that works. All right. What's the matter, Samar? Too overwhelmed by my panache? Theo turns to television, and you all follow suit. Did you all make it in time? Yes, the opening credits have only just gotten underway. You all pick up your bowls of popcorn, settle into your respective seats, and start to watch. An hour later, you're laying on the floor right next to Theo, gazing up at the show's end credits aghast. Wait, that's it? What about the tidal wave? How are they going to save all the puppies in the shelter? right? It's not like they can teleport again for another 3 hours. And I can't believe that Tialia actually got up and fought to save Malara, and finally unlocked her blazing ultimate skill. Wait, that was her first time? Tiala is so strong. The two of you continue to gush while Dio and Cleo look on, staying curled up on the couch. You turn over to them after taking a breath. How can they not be over the moon off the walls hype right now? That show was amazing. How can you not be over the wall over the moon off the walls hype right now? That show was amazing. Say that again. It's okay. It just doesn't quite hit me the same way. Cleo gives a half chuckle, looking off to the side. I actually really don't enjoy the show much at all. You're kidding. I mean, it's pretty predictable, isn't it? Obviously, if they can't teleport to the shelter, they're just gonna... They cut themselves off mid-sentence. Let's just say that I'm fairly accurate with my predictions for the show. I've had to learn to keep some of my comments to myself. Theo breaks eye contact with the credits to give Cleo a look. They're joking, but they're not joking too. Cleo laughs, leaning themselves over Dio's shoulder. So it sounds like BBFU, spoken like a true new fan. You can almost hear the emotion in their voice. This is a totally new side to Theo, and you are here for it. BBFU is not quite your cup of tea. It was actually the source of Theo and I's first real fight. Pretty silly, honestly. It wasn't that silly. I just didn't find the plot that gripping. And then when we were watching, I started to brainstorm new crop rotation strategies for cafe drinks. I didn't mean to do any harm by it, but then I would find I had spaced out while they were sharing their excitement or asking how I felt. Made me feel bad. Theo's tone had definitely changed remembering those days. And you notice Cleo's getting a bit worked up and recalling those memories too. And I would never mean to make you feel that way. I understand why you got fed up with that after a few episodes. You were being a jerk. And I know that now, Thea. And I'm still sorry for ever making you feel like I don't respect you or your interests. I know. Just still hurts to think about it sometimes. This went in a direction you didn't really expect. Theo is still sore about it, which is unfortunate. No, I definitely sympathize with that, though. Just the idea that you have something that really excites you and you want to share in your excitement with it, but the person you want to share it with is either not receptive to it or just isn't paying attention. That could be rough. I don't know. It's important to be able to find things, especially with a partner that you can both kind of gush over. I do think there's something to be said about finding the things that you love and be able to share with them regardless of whatever your partner thinks. But when you can find the things that make both of you just like really excited, that's where it's at. And that's kind of it's funny I bring this up. This is kind of what my wife and I usually go through whenever I have like new music I want to share her. Because I listen to a lot of really wacky shit that she doesn't really get, and one of the things I enjoy doing is figuring out like where is the line, right? So I'll play her something that's not quite as weird as I would listen to, but it's like it's different enough. And if she likes it, then that's great because that means that we've now found something new in common with each other, you know. We'll go to concerts for artists that we both like really like. I don't know, I like that. I think it's endearing. Well, let me just say again, I love you, Theo, and I enjoy watching Buff Brain Force Ultra with you. It makes me happy to have context when you share your excitement for it. And I'm sorry I didn't recognize the impact I was having on you. Theo takes a deep inhale, exhales as if she's centering herself. I know. Thank you. And I wish that I had said something sooner, so it would have hurt so much. Yeah, can't keep that stuff bottled in. This is definitely a conversation that they've had before, and perhaps one that they'll need to reinforce again in the future. Yep. Cleo taps Dio on the shoulder, and Dio sits forward, giving Cleo space to get up. They walk over to Theo and sit on the floor, closing their eyes and wrapping Theo in a big hug. Dio shrugs lightly, looking over at you. We work through what we can. Yeah, we do. Theo closes her eyes, then reaches and grabs Cleo's arms wrapped around them, returning the embrace. The two of them rock back and forth the two of them rock back and forth a bit as the TV blares commercials for random products. We're okay. You sure? Yeah. I'm sure. Thanks for the comfort. Thank you for letting me. They both open their eyes and look over at you. Sorry if that was awkward, Samar. I mean, if she's going to be part of this polycule, it's better for her to see how they work out their issues together. And also, at least have some background as to what is a sore spot in their relationship. It's interesting to think about how, from I'm trying to think of it. From Samara's perspective, she probably thinks like, oh, this is like a relationship that's kind of like they have to deal with their own thing. But from the polycule's relationship, it's like it's important that Samara sees that, you know? No, it's okay. I'm glad. I know it can't all be good vibes all the time. No, it can't. But it's good to have friends who can handle the not good vibes. I mean, I could still come back for next week's show, right? I need to share my hype, Theo. Theo smiles and nods. Are their eyes a bit watery? No, that's probably just the light. Either way, you're glad that you got to share a genuine moment with the three of them, and got hooked on a new show too. Hell yeah. Speaking of new shows, I actually did start watching a new anime with my wife over the past week. Have y'all ever heard of, what is it, Train to the End of Time? I think that's what it's called. Train to the End of the World, excuse me. That's the latest show that I've been watching. Very fun show, very trippy show. The very basic plot synopsis is that Japan has developed the new 7G network and is super excited to show everyone what it's all about because it's supposed to connect people at blazing speeds that have never been seen before, right? And on the day they make the announcement, and they end up selecting a random person off the street to basically like activate it, right, as like a big promotional stunt. She activates it and the entire world completely goes to shit. And it's not really clear how fucked up the world is. You're getting bits and pieces as the show goes on. But the gist of it is entire cities have been completely transformed in different ways. The main city, where the main characters are from, all the adults just turn into random animals, and it's implied that as kids grow up, they're eventually going to turn into random animals too. And cities are also significantly farther away than they were before, to the point where you can't really walk between villages anymore. Like, it literally takes like days to get from like one village to the next, even by like a fast vehicle. So, all that to be said, right, the main characters basically end up taking a train to try and go find their friend because they realize she's in Ikebukuro, which is like 30 stops on this train over. So that's also their opportunity to, one, look for their friend, but two, also explore what the hell happened with the world, right, and see how the village has changed. Very interesting show. Would definitely recommend it. I'm gonna Train to the End of the World. I'll go ahead and type it here for those who are interested. I'm just realizing now, I don't think I have a channel dedicated to talking about, like, film or TV, so I'll probably do that. If you want to be there when it happens, I'd recommend y'all join my Discord. You can also keep up with everything rad. Want to share some memes, hang out with some people, consider stopping by. We'd love to have you. Okay, I see Lulu. I want Lulu. I want to talk to Lulu. You arrive at the beach intent on pressuring Lulu into taking the day off. She said no when you first tried, but agreed to an afternoon extended break to have some snacks on the beach and chill out. You set up an umbrella and large blanket so you two can hang out in the shade, while Froggo hops off to enjoy the water. Samar! Hi, look at me, I'm not working. Time to celebrate. Lou's carrying a large bag and a tray with 2 iced coffees as she stumbles over the sand towards you. Wait, you're actually taking the whole day off? Oh god, no. Just the afternoon still. But we can pretend. Gosh, I feel like a changed baker. Look at me, self-care master. I'm thriving. Where's Ginger? Oh, I had to leave him watching the latest batch of Mugla I'm working on. I will have to leave in an hour to go check on that. To go check that it came out alright. What is Mugla? Mugla. Mugla. Megli? I hope I'm finding the right dish. It's all coming up as Megli, which looks amazing. Oh my gosh, it's rice pudding spiced with anise, cinnamon, and caraway and garnished with shredded coconut and nuts. Oh, that just sounds fucking amazing. Every single food item that Lulu was talking about just makes me want to try it. God, I need to try that. Where can I go nearby that serves? I see it's being called Megli, I guess in some places, but Magla, Megli, Megla. That looks really good. I want. I want it. Lulu, he should be able to get out too. You can't just make him work all the time. It's not good for either of you. No, he loves it. He told me. Lulu, if you don't let Ginger have a break, I will actually steal him from you. No. Yes. Fine. I'll let him off the clock a few hours early today, promise. She hands you your iced coffee before sitting. You nod towards the bag. What did you bring with you? The whole bakery? Oh, no, this has some cosplay stuff in here I need to fix. Figured I'd grab it from home before heading out here and then back to the bakery. But this. She pulls out a pair of books. Upon closer inspection, you see it's manga. It's. Oh. It's. I wanted you to see my collection of non-MMMB content. It's true that MMMB is my favorite, but this one is a close second. I would never cosplay from it, though. I'm devoted to MMMB. My fans want MMMB. I won't let them down. You start turning through the pages, each one a little more explicit than the last, some of which you're getting a little lost on the logistics of. Oh, she found a nice hentai manga, it looks like. How do they fit that in there? What kind of icing is that? Are you allowed to do that to a 5-tier wedding cake? You can do whatever you want, if you're the baker. Well, yeah. It would be hard to cosplay characters who are primarily without costumes. Don't be silly, I have plenty of baked goods to use. I can make it work. I won't, of course, but I could. And that's what matters. Is is all the content you consume baking related? Yes. Yes, it is. Especially when there are multiple bakers exploring their baking skills together. uh, I mean, she's got an interest that she's passionate about. You see the part with the 5-tier cake? Wild. Takes a whole new meaning to using rods for support, you know. Lulu. You can borrow these if you like. I figure you may want to read them on your own time. You absolutely do. If not for the content, but more the mystery of what baked goods will be used in what peculiar way next. It's fascinating. This is really cute. I like that she's sharing her collection of suggested materials. Yes. Thank you. Of course. Lulu leans over, gives you a quick kiss on the cheek before sipping on her iced coffee. She leans against you, your arm brushing together. For someone so the way she is, she's actually pretty soft and cute when she's not talking about mild crimes of passion against pastry. You hang out for a bit longer than expected, congratulating her on not rushing back to work. For once, she seemed pretty relaxed, packing up her things to head back to the bakery. Remember, you gotta let Ginger off work and rest when you get back. Yes, I promise. I'll even whip him up a little cake as a thank you. Though, losing a pair of hands for this evening will be a little more difficult. Froggo, you busy? Froggo jumps behind you, trembling like a leaf. She's just joking, Froggo. It's okay. Aren't you, Lou? Yeah, of course. Of course I'm joking, haha. Okay, anyway, see you. You pack up your things once Lulu leaves, ready to get back home and do some reading with the new manga she has let you borrow. You tell yourself it's research, and it's good to expand your own interests. Plus, one of the leads is pretty cute. You hope this doesn't awaken anything with you. It sure will. Absolutely will. A terrarium? I'm installing that right now. I assume it's gonna go into the alcove. I'd rather have a terrarium than a TV. Hell yeah, look at that. Who can I chat with? Oh, how's Leon doing? Hey, what's an ovary of yours that you're proud of? It's a great question. The left or the right? What? An ovary? Like left or right? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. What? What are you talking about? This is a wild cold open to a conversation, Samar. I just sat down. I don't think so. I'm so confusing. Yeah, you are. Yup. Confused, OMG. An ovary I'm proud of? You know, a work of art, a collection. Samar, what was she trying to say? Oh, see, I don't even know how to pronounce. Over. How the fuck do you pronounce that? Au revoir. Au, au, ouvre. Ouvre? Ouvre. 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 That's not an ovary. That is an ouvre. Ouvre. Oh no. I'm putting ovaries on my next flash sheet. No, Leon. An oeuvre of ovaries. No. Very nice. Let's see what happens when I talk to Kenzie. Hey Kenzie. I was just thinking about you. Okay, so I'm dabbling in learning how to make games. Really? That rules. I mean, it's just been to help cool down between wireless research work. So I'm my seventh programming textbook, and I need a good game idea. Oh, so she's taught herself programming, but she doesn't know what game to make. Hold on. Seventh book? Is it bad that I kind of like relate to Kenzie a bit? Just like if I don't have an idea, I'll just keep like trying to teach myself new things until I get an idea. What kind of game would you make if you could, Samar? Oh, I mean, I don't know. There is that swapping simulator that swappers train on. That's kind of dull, but maybe that'd be a fun game. Oh, and practical. I mean, yeah, but I don't want practical. I want vibes. Ooh, and friends. Like, you would be in it. Aw, you'd let me be in your game? Of course, because I'd be there to whoop you. Oh, and it needs dope music. Like, tracks you can melt away to. Kind of like this game. But you feel in your soul like you got shot out of a... Nah, I think that's the wrong thing. But you get me, right? You might have to talk to Dio about that, lol. Maybe I will. And, like, swapism exists. Swap sim, excuse me, swap sim exists. So making our game should be easy, right? Now you got me thinking, what if we had like 30 stages and everyone in town and okay, forget I asked. All right. Let's continue. Who do we get to see now? Let's go see what's up with Pookie. I don't know. I might continue his arc. I am kind of curious as to where it's going to go. You spot Pookie across the entrance to skate park, where they usually hang out between shredding sessions. Worm? You rev up your skates and give Pookie the most intense stare. They put a thumb up and smile, chill as ever. You build up some speed on the asphalt, determined to land it on the first try, and it works. You do a full 360 spin right as you zip by Pookie, throwing it a clumsy wink for added drama. Smart really does lay it on thick whenever she talks to Pookie. Take it like a taker, because baby, she's a giver. Ooh, reopening up finally? I feel that. Yeah. Now, here's the question. Is Pookie asking for help? It's an important thing to think about, because it's one thing to be giving and giving and giving, and there being a disproportionality between how much you're helping out other people versus how much other people are helping you. But it's possible people just don't know you need help if you're not actually saying it. Like, if you're not actually taking steps to open out to let other people know, hey, I need help here. It's one thing I kind of realized the past couple years is I just need to get better about like asking for help, because I am really bad at that. I am the type of person that will just try to do everything by myself. Like, I will not ask for help unless I genuinely don't see a way that I'm going to solve something. And it works, but it's solitary, you know? Like, there are some people, hopefully, there are people in my life or in everyone else's lives that do want to help and do want to be there to help. I mean, if you don't, that's unfortunate. And I think that's a sign that you need to move on and find some people that actually, like, I don't know, get you, that want to help out, that want to be a part of your success. But yeah, you got to let people know. Exactly. Think about it. Yep. Tell them, Samar. But, I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. I feel like Lulu also probably hasn't taken a vacation in a while. Yeah, Samar, you gotta be careful though. You might be, like, pushing a little hard. Oh, we're being propositioned. Of course you can. Yeah, let's do it. They smile gently at you, and you can feel Chirp's cheeks burning up as you try to keep your cool. Hell yeah. You walk a little ways to a new hole in the wall spot, where a wizened little grandma with more wrinkles than teeth makes you what she calls Saj pizza. It's unusual, the crust impossibly thin, but delicious all the same. Pookie is rarely wrong when it comes to finding gourmet spots like this. You don't get to spend much one-on-one time with Pookie, and you wonder why as you spend the entire time laughing and cracking jokes in between inhaling pizza slices. This should become a regular thing. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm glad we said yes to him. Feelings had been caught. Alright, I guess we're going back to the polycule. You're definitely excited about the idea of getting to spend more quality time with Cleo, Dio, and Theo. Hey, did a fish just enter my stream? Hello, Zaf, welcome on in. We're back at the polycule. You already feel like reconnecting with Dio on a deeper level. But you've also been curious about Cleo and Theo would be like as partners. Who are we risking this time? I just made the next move on Pookie, the big skater, the big skater dude. Also, wake up! It's time to have a 2009 kick. What are we listening to from 2009? Thankfully, Cleo seemed to anticipate that some baseline conversations were in order, so he joined them for an afternoon of tea and talking. Justin Bieber, huh? Oh my gosh. I remember when Baby was everywhere when that first came out. I didn't really get it when I first heard it. I kind of get it now. It's not my favorite pop track, but I can understand why everyone jumped on it when it came out. I'm so glad we're getting the chance to chat a bit more. On the way over, I got all these ideas in my head. Oh, what kind of ideas? Dio, you know what I mean. I don't. Do tell, Samar. Dio winks, playfully eyeing you. Actually, agreed. Though maybe not quite like Dio first meant. I'm silly and cute. Well, thank you. You are also silly and cute and a fish. You're very fishy. Are you just saying that because I'm in this model right now? None of us know what is happening in your head, Samar, or anyone else's for that matter. So we want to make some time to find out. True. Totally. It feels good to say things out loud and make sure we're on the same page. That sentiment is shared with all of us. Dio looks over and smiles at Theo, who huffs, but returns the smile. Cleo nods, looking your direction and smiling as well. If I'm fishy, then I'm a million yen bluefin tuna fresh smell. There we go. You would be the finest. What is it? What's the really super good sushi? Is it like Toro? You're whatever the rarest cut on a million yen bluefish tuna is. Yeah, perfect. I know my tuna cuts. I mean, ideally, no one wants to hurt anyone in a relationship, but those things do happen. And I'm sure we all could think of some times where we've hurt someone we care about without trying to, too. Sorry again about the music, y'all. Theo gives a shrug of the shoulders, seeming to signal it's okay. And thank you for that, Dio. And thank you for spending more time with us and turning that music down. I would love for us to discuss how we would like our relationships to exist with each other. What do you mean? Don't we just all, like, do everything together? Well, we could, if that's what we all wanted and decided, but we don't have to. It's been 2 weeks since you had sushi and Japanese related food. It's probably been about the same amount of time for me. When was the last time? I feel like the last time I had sushi was I went out with friends to get it. Yeah, I think we had someone visiting in town and we took them out to the sushi place. Yeah, I should go back. I'd down for some sushi. The beautiful thing about our garden is that we get to grow it how we'd like. You can demolish 32 rolls of sushi and a sushi bowl. Oh, I'm not that skilled. Um, my meals have started to get a bit smaller nowadays. I'll typically like order maybe 2 sets of rolls. So what is that? Like about I don't know, 12 rolls or so. I do usually order like the restaurant that I go to serves like a pork belly appetizer. It's just fried pork belly with like rice, not rice, fried pork belly with like salt and pepper and oil and cabbage. Very tasty. Very good. And then I usually get sushi. Um Typically like a veggie roll, like an avocado or a cucumber, and then like uh what's the one I usually get? It's got like spicy tuna, yellowtail, panko flakes. Is there shrimp tempura in it as well? They kind of just load up on the fish. It's very good, whatever it is. Yep, and communication's the water. Or the sunlight? Or is it the soil? Dio scratches their head, trying to decide where exactly to take the metaphor. Maybe it's all of them. I don't know. All I'm saying is that we get better when we talk things out. Yeah. Well, maybe you could tell me how your relationship worked before I came in. Well, first off, we decided we could only date other people whose names rhyme with ours. Uh-oh. Samar, things aren't looking very good for you. You do tempura roll sushi, tamago, salmon avocado, and California roll. Yes, all very tasty. My wife is really into tamago nigiri. That's typically her go-to whenever we order. She loves tamago nigiri and inari nigiri. And my sushi bowl is salmon donburi with honey mayo sauce. Ooh, that does sound good. Yeah. Occasionally I'll get like a yakisoba. Inari mentioned, yes, Inari is very, oh my god. Inari has such like a unique flavor to it. It's so good. Um, yeah. I like a nice yakisoba. I used to have sukiyaki more a few years back. I kind of stopped, but I wouldn't mind getting back into that. Um, yeah. Inari gang, we're here. So now you're officially Samio. Welcome to your polycule induction ceremony. They bow their head, making gestures with their hands as if they're beginning an elaborate formal ritual, pulling a laugh out of the rest of you. I don't know how we ended up with rhyming names, but who am I to question life's ways, right? It's really so funny. Sometimes when I'm in the garden, I'll actually think of Gio, or Gio, a former lover of mine. Oh, yep, enjoy your lurk, Zaf. I'll think of Gio, a lover of mine from when I was learning new botany techniques in Cleo. Oh, right. Sorry about that. Maybe you should say love. Theo takes a sip of tea, then turns over to face you more directly. The three of us each live together and date each other, but we also have other romantic relationships if we want. Oh, so it's like a real ass poly relationship. I guess. I don't know. I'm very uneducated when it comes to polyamorous relationships, but this tracks for me, I feel like. Most polycules aren't group dating scenarios like ours, but this works for us. I'm not currently searching for any more new partners. I feel plenty fulfilled with my garden and with all you all right now, especially considering I like to keep space to get to know you even better, Samar. I like to keep things more flexible. When I'm out touring, it's nice to live in the moment. I met some amazing people that way. That all makes sense to me. Wow, that's a lot to think of. What's your ideal, Samar? What feels like a good relationship to you? That's a good question. You start to answer, but then you stop for a minute. Have you spent time thinking about what an ideal relationship looks to you? What it feels like? Yeah, I don't know enough about Samar's backstory to know like how much thought she's put into whether she's like what a polyamorous relationship looks like to her, right? Like it probably feels natural because these are all people she's super close friends with, but like does she want to settle down with like one person? Is she fine just kind of staying with this polycule? Does she want to date additional people? Something to think about. I'm gonna go ahead and just pause us right here for now. It looks like we are about to start an ad. Like to take this time to have everyone get up, get some water, stretch a little bit. We'll be back in 3 minutes. See you then. Of course, if you're subscribed, you can still hear my lovely voice. Or if you missed the ad, you can also hear it too. Y'all doing good? Y'all chilling? I hope you all are having a wonderful evening or time of day. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm a bit exhausted in talking. Um, I've made a good realization that I'm going to be walking around a lot more through the day than I have been previously. Um, Working from home, it can be incredibly easy to just kind of like sit in the same spot for hours on end. And then when you get up, you're only walking like a few steps, like to the kitchen or to the bathroom. But now that I'm back in office full time, I'm gonna be walking a lot fucking more. I even went to take a walk because there's like a nice trail right outside my office, and I was on that trail for like a mile and a half. This is nice. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more active. I mean, it's part of this whole like lifestyle change ever since my heart thing happened. So, um, yeah. Like I was mentioning earlier too, I've had some IRL friends reach out and want to just like hang out and exercise more together. I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna be able to meet up with them every week, but I appreciate them keeping me in their thoughts. They're really big into rock climbing, is the thing, which is something that I am very much interested in. I'm not very good at, but I mean, they're also like, dude, neither are we. So, I just need to train. I need to go through the belay certification, um, and just figure out how to set aside time for that. I think they usually do Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, like I said, probably won't be able to do every Tuesday and Thursday, but maybe sometime. I do like rock climbing a lot, though. I used to do it a lot more when one of my friends went to our local university because his university had a rock wall. Okay, looks like ads are about done, so get ready to get back into it, y'all. Y'all hydrated? I'll know if you aren't. Let's get back into it. So Samar is trying to think about her ideal relationship now. You feel some of the confusion showing on your face. It's okay. Take your time. They walk over to you and put their hand on your shoulder, giving just a small amount of pressure. They feel comforting, warm. Thank you, Theo. You look up and see them looking down at you. A smile tugs at the corner of your mouth, and you look back down into the mug of your tea. I think I like to just look at each of my relationships as they come. Friendships, romantic connections. I want to follow them each in a way that feels right. Yeah, I mean, I think that's totally fair. I don't think you should really overthink relationships all that much. I don't know. People are gonna come and go all the time, you know. Sometimes for reasons that you can control and sometimes for reasons that you can't, right? Everyone has their own kind of direction in life. And I think it's wonderful when you two are traveling in the same direction so close together for so long that you're able to form that kind of bond. But it's not always going to last, right? Sometimes it does. And I think it takes work to be able to make it last. I don't know. I don't think it's worth overthinking them that hard. You know, if it feels right, continue with it. If it doesn't feel right, make the choices that you need to make, either for your own peace of mind or for, I guess, whatever you think is the right thing to do. In a way that feels right for me, but also factoring in how it works for the others too. Yeah, yeah. So maybe we figure it out as we go, but I'd like to be part of the group. That sounds good. I vibe that for sure. Absolutely, Samar. Let's make time to check in, but otherwise, let's just keep communicating. What feels good, what doesn't. And if you feel like you'd like things to change, we'll all talk through together. You look at Cleo, who's nearly beaming at you. Dio's grinning too. You feel welcome, warm, happy. That sounds really nice. Wonderful. They get up to give you a hug, which Theo naturally folds into. Dio jumps up from their seat and grabs the group of you, surrounding you entirely. It feels good. Aww. They're all very sweet. A lava lamp. The psychedelic appreciator in me wants this. Give me a lava lamp. Oh, it's literally just the table with only the lava lamp. Designed by a father-daughter duo. Ooh. Hell yeah. What's going on with Canon? I haven't seen Canon. For once, there doesn't seem to be any wayward spirits around. Feeling like you could take your mind off swapping for a little bit. You decide to head over to the LAN cafe for a bit of gaming with the regulars. You spot Canon in a corner, poring over a book, and Kedzie nearby, wrestling with some new gadget. Walking through the tight rows of computers and people, you see some folks playing Swapping Simulator off to your left. Cute! Canon finally notices you bumbling through and waves you over. You grab a chair. Hey, what are you two up to? Hello, Samar. I am reading this biography about Shagvision. I'd like to be as well versed in this matter as all others. Just one more tweak, and you hear a small sizzle pop. Balls! I'm gonna get this figured out. Kedzie is clearly quite deep into figuring out this piece of technology. That didn't sound good. But I'm sure you're getting there, right? When the dimensional interference... But then the wavelength... Kedzie continues to mumble to herself. Yeah, she's getting there. You turn to look at Canon, then turn again to Kedzie. They are both absorbed in their own worlds, and you start to wonder why he waved you over. So should we do something? Together? Since we're all here? Oh well. How about we just spend time together? Each of us doing what we want separately. I mean, you could do that from home, right? Like a solo activity? Yes, but Kedzie's not in my home, and neither are you. Fair point. We spend a lot of our time like this. It builds comfort. We thought you might like to try it with us. Sure. Why not? I did bring a sketchbook. Great. Then let us... Flybe? New lingo just dropped. Flybe? Yes, a flexi vibe. Oh, Iskander taught them that. You grimace slightly, wishing Ishk wouldn't confuse them so much. You pull out your sketch pad and pencils and start to take in the scenery. Admittedly, it's nice to spend the time this way. The afternoon is punctuated by occasional asides from Canon about his reading, or a near expletive from Kedzie. But still, you shared the day with friends and made some cool art too. As the day starts to fade, you grab your bag and pack up, ready to head home. That was really nice, you two. I'm gonna head home. Thanks for letting me tag along. Hey, you could swing by whenever. And voila! They stick their hand out, and a newly tuned up familiar Z with the look of a lavender salamander crawls around it. Been trying to get that tummy ache sorted out for Latima here all day. Maybe you're a good inspiration? I'd agree to that. He smiles his usual cozy, warm smile and gives you a hug. Kedzie's follow suits, and Latima runs around your shoulders and pats and back on Kedzie before they pull back. You wave goodbye and take a slow stroll home, new sketches and memories in tow. A nice, chill day. Hi, Lulu. When you arrive at the bakery, it seems to be another testing day because the place is empty and there's flour everywhere. At this point, you're not surprised. When Lulu is in a recipe testing mode, it'll be a bit of chaos. Hello, Lulu? Samar, in the back. You follow Lulu's voice behind the counter and into the kitchen for the bakery. A long vine is running across the floor and right onto what looks like a pottery wheel? At least what you think a pottery wheel shape is, because it's absolutely covered in various doughs and ingredients, including a lump of something spinning slowly on the plate. Ooh, a lump of something. Lulu is sitting at it, smiling up at you. Hello! You have to explain what's going on here. Okay, so I had an idea for a photo shoot, but then I was online and got distracted by this other cosplayer who happened to do pottery, and here we are. No, I need more context than that, Lou. So clay is basically like earth dough, right? Oh, she actually got into pottery. She's not just using dough on a potter wheel. She looks at you expectantly. Ginger is behind her and just nods at you to agree. Yeah, sure, I could see that. Because you shape it, bake it, bam, you have a finished product. Mind you, I wouldn't bite a finished ceramic piece, but imagine, Samar, instead of kneading the dough, I spin it. I could see the similarity. Actually, ceramics is probably a really good thing for Lulu to get into. But I don't know, maybe she would be as obsessive about ceramics as she is about baking. I could revolutionize baking. I could win a prize. People will write books about me. I can't believe no one has tried this before. And you wanted me here for moral support? No, I wanted you to experience this with me. That and Ginger doesn't speak with words, so he can't back me up if this works. I need a witness. I need proof. I think I've nearly figured this thing out. I watched 2.5 tutorials on throwing and have about 6 shots of espresso in me. I could do this. I love it. I love. I really appreciate that kind of attitude where you just jump head first into a new hobby just to see whether or not it works. Not that that's coming from personal experience or anything. You watch Ginger slowly move behind a box in the back. Is he cowering? Time to witness greatness happen, Samar. Before he can move, Lulu slams the pedal of the wheel down, kicking the dough into high gear. Unfortunately for you and everything around the wheel, you now realize why the room was covered in ingredients. You realize just a second too late. Oh, everything's covered in clay now. Time slows as you rush to the wheel, dough almost suspended in the air. Seconds seem to drag on for a lifetime as you try to signal Lulu to stop. But she is focused and doesn't notice. The dough in her hands warps on the wheel, fighting with her fingers as it breaks free and flies into the air, directly at your face. Splat. Oh. Oh no, Samar. Lulu rushes to you as you stand there, fully covered in mystery dough. Will this come out of your hair? Probably not. I'm so sorry. I really thought this time I'd get it. I was so close. You can't help but giggle at her extremely concerned expression. You take this moment to flick some dough onto her playfully. Hey, I just wanted to share your baking with you. Lulu laughs. Alright, I deserve that. Maybe the pottery wheel was a little ambitious. Maybe. Ginger hands you a wet towel. You pat him gently on the head in thanks, making sure not to get more dough on him. Lulu grabs the towel and helps wipe the now hardening globs of dough off you. Maybe I just saved the wheel for photo shoots. Okay, so it was dough that she had on the pottery wheel. It wasn't actually clay. Now that's an idea. Something spicy? Maybe you need some extra hands? Lulu gasps at your suggestive eyebrow wiggling. Samar, you do a spicy bakery shoot with me? As long as I don't end up half dough like this, then yeah. Deal. Let's get you cleaned up. I already have some ideas I want to run past you. She's already leading you to the sink, listing off various angles and content that could be used with the wheel and what characters you can both dress as. You smile to yourself. She may be a very hectic person, but you know there will never be a dull moment with her. As she's cleaning off your top, she looks up at you and smiles. You plant a kiss on her forehead. Yeah, this will be fun. They have a very cute relationship together. Whoa. Holy shit, I could go all the way with Lulu. I'm also pretty close, I think, with the polycule. I haven't seen Mo in a while. I hope Mo's okay. What? Uh... This is surreal. Hello? Is there not supposed to be music in this scene? You've never been much of a board gamer before, but they make for great opportunities for you to share some face-to-face time in a way that works for everyone. Tonight's another round of one that Cleo loves, a game about birds. Is it Wingspan? I think it's Wingspan. Each of you tries to lure different birds to your nature preserves, and as luck would have it, Cleo's winning. The four of you sitting around the large square table, one of you to each side. Ooh, a yellow parathopter. They're such lovely creatures, and when they stretch out their wings, simply beautiful. Their voice goes slightly sing-song as they put another egg into one of their trees. Yeah, they're definitely playing Wingspan. If y'all haven't played this game, this is actually a pretty fun game. I mean, it's exactly that, right? You basically collect different birds and place different birds in your preserves, and depending on the birds you place, depending on I guess specific attributes of those birds, you can just gain a ton of points by like how many eggs they produce, how many. I don't know. I'm not explaining it well, but it is a fun game, and I feel like that's probably what they're talking about. I'm just saying we could be playing Dance Battle Mania. I downloaded the newest expansion just last night. There's apparently an exclusive Shagvision mix you can unlock if you clear enough songs. Exclusive Shagvision mix? Hey, next time. Theo takes her turn discovering a blue-breasted Brantathorn that she can't bring to her sanctuary. She sighs and hands the dice over to Dio. At least now it's not just me that loses to them every game, though. What? That sounds like rivalry territory to me. Like me and Kedzie and Zoomin carts. I'm up 149 races to their 137. And yes, we keep track. I remember the first time we played Zoomin carts back in the day. You practiced for days after the first time I beat you. I was just gonna let you keep my crown. Zoomin carts champ all day right here. Dio rolls the dice and takes their turn, revealing a card from the top of the deck. Baby bird bonus, let's go! Better watch this tomorrow or I'm gonna leave you in my aviary dust. You just wait and see, Dio. You make a fake angry face, crossing your arms in defiance. Dio laughs and you feel that fun competitive spirit rising up in you. Aw, that's sweet. Watching you two go at it like this. It's cute. It sounds like you were like this back when you were dating before, too. Yeah, we all had some sort of game or competition we were sharing. It was a lot of fun. It always encouraged me to get better, and I like watching myself improve. Yeah, I like watching them improve too. Now. Dio gives a slight laugh as they look down at their hand of cards. Now? Oh, Dio was not always a graceful loser. They're not all that graceful now. Okay, but you know I'm working on it. You see me mellow, right? Dio passes you the dice, making puppy dog eyes at Theo. Come on, admit it. I'm getting better. That's true. Dio reaches out to their side and takes Dio's hand, sharing a quiet moment. Dio pulls their hand up and gives it a kiss, which Theo eye rolls off. Like I could resist. Seeing them connect with Theo makes you feel happy. Also, something else? You feel less happy about the fact that you weren't there. They didn't share some of those moments like they did. For as much as those happy feelings are there too, there's some other ones still sitting on the periphery. Interesting. So, she's almost feeling like a little bit of FOMO from watching how close they are together. Thinking she wished she could have. But I mean, like, she's part of it now. Like, she totally can continue to develop things with them. Thinking about those feelings makes you feel a little less happy. Hey, I'm gonna get some air real fast. Just feeling a little not great. You stand up from the temple and head to the garden. The air is crisp and clean, giving you the chance to clear your head a bit. Then you hear the door open and shut behind you. It's Dio, who's coming over to you. Hey, Samar. Talk to me. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm good. Just needed a minute. No big deal. If it wasn't a big deal, would you have left the table, though? They look at you with that, you know I'm right look they've got. Okay, I guess. I mean, I'm glad to see you connecting with Theo. The bond you two share, it's incredible. It also makes me a little jealous. What, me? Of course not. That's bad. I think I'm just... Whoa, just a sec. Like, you can feel jealous. I was so jealous of you and Zoomin cards when we dated before. You got so good so fast. Made me kind of self-conscious, and I didn't like looking at myself like that. I still had those jealousy issues when I first got together with Cleo and Theo, too. Wow, was I jealous a lot. Yeah? Yeah. They had inside jokes, all kinds of stuff. I felt mad jealous. I ended up bringing it up to them one day, and they made space for me to talk about it, which helped me a lot. Jealousy is an emotion. It's not inherently good or bad, but it's what we do with that emotion that impacts how we all can have a healthy relationship. Yep, 100% true. They help me remember that the bonds that I hold with each of them are special too. We each have moments and experiences together that make up our own unique dynamics. And there's the fact that I'm pretty special in general, but you already knew that. Dio, you goof. I am, and you are too, you know. They stand in front of you and put their hands on your waist, their fingers gently caressing your skin. A cool breeze flies by. You can't help but lean in a little closer to Dio in response. Just saying, you can talk about whatever you're feeling. We're better together, that's the whole point. You think of moments you used to have with Dio before you parted ways. And then you think about the idea of creating more. Not just with Dio, but with Theo and Cleo too. Sure, the jealousy is still there a bit, but what do you feel more of is gratitude for the chance to make new memories with all of them. I think that's a healthy way to look at it. You let that gratitude and happiness wash over you, and it gives you some peace. You always knew how to get emotional at just the right moments. Thanks, Dio. It's helped to give that feeling a name and say it out loud. There definitely is some jealousy I'm working through, but I'll try to make space to talk about it. You look back inside. Oh, it seems like we've got some catching up to do. In the game? Nah, Cleo already. Maybe they were going to crack a joke, but realized you got a better way to end the sentence. You pull Dio into a long embrace. You feel the warmth of familiarity mixed with the excitement of new possibilities. Yeah, and that's an interesting dynamic, right? Because Samara and Dio did both date each other before Dio became part of this polycule. So there's definitely a little bit of history there together. You walk back inside together, fingers intertwined, and sure enough, Cleo had already won. Okay, well, the music's back. Oh, and we're ready to move on to... I want to get to Mo. Momo, how are you doing? Hey, Samora, I'm alright. Just trying to keep busy. What's up? Just swapping spirits and stuff. Have you tried making that boba brew blend yet? You know I'm here to help taste test if you ever need it. Not yet. Been meaning to, though. Maybe you stop by one of these days and we can give it a try? Yes, please. Would love that. Sounds great. Let's hang out. Okay, now I'm going to hang out with Mo. Oh, I got a Star TV. You arrive at Mo's apartment and knock on the door. Before you can announce yourself, she quickly opens the door and pulls you into the room. Upbeat music plays over the radio. A good sign, perhaps? Finally, you're here. Wow, you're excited. You almost pulled my arm off. You'll be fine after I show you this. Mo escorts you in, but stops midway through. She's hiding something behind her. You're going to love this. You know how much I admire Barrel's sense of style and how much I've been getting all their exclusive merch? Yeah, your Shaghead collection is amazing. Well, I just got their latest makeup line. It's limited edition too, and it's absolutely stunning. No way! How'd you manage to snag it? I have my sources. Come on, let's check it out. Mo guides you to the coffee table, where the makeup is elegantly displayed. The packaging is luxurious, with intricate designs that scream opulence with a capital O. This looks incredible. Very Mo coded. I know, right? It's like a work of art, and the colors are just perfect. I thought we could try them out together. Heck yeah! Mo carefully opens the eyeshadow palette, revealing a range of colors that shimmer in the light. She hands you a makeup brush. Which color should we try first? Let's go with this rose gold. It's bold but classy. Kind of like you. Sounds perfect. You start applying the eyeshadow on your wrist, then your eyelid, then hers, chatting and laughing, experimenting with different colors. Let's try the lipsticks next. This color would look perfect on you. Come here. You get closer. She grabs your chin and carefully traces your lips with a glossy auburn lipstick. I've always loved how makeup can transform a look. It's like creating art on a canvas. There. Gorgeous. Speaking of which, have any of you seen the show Glow Up? It's on Netflix. It's like it's a reality show competition, where they take a bunch of makeup artists and have them do various like challenges and trials, um, all to kind of like show who is the top like makeup artist of the group. I really enjoy that show because some of the stuff people come up with is wild. Like every episode, basically, there's like a personal project where someone has to put makeup, basically use like a person's face as like a canvas to like put makeup on, right? It's incredible. As if on cue, A new track comes out over the radio, and you immediately recognize it. It's Shagvision. Mo rushes to turn off the radio, but it's too late. Spirits have started appearing all over the apartment. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on, really? I'm so glad you're here right now. We got this. Okay. Oh, wow. Surprised I won that. Nice. Bye-bye, spirits. I'd be real sad if they ruin my makeup. You look in the mirror and are astonished at how great the color still looks. Mo matched your skin tone perfectly. Of course she did. It's Mo. Oh my frog, this looks so good. I know, right? You can keep the lipstick if you want. Mo, are you sure? It's limited edition. Positive, babe. I picked it with you in mind. Careful, don't want me getting too spoiled. Huh, saying it like it's a bad thing. Cute. Yeah, what else you got in there, gorgeous? Here, try this brat. She hands you a rainbow butterfly glitter tube that is exactly your vibe. It's nice, playfully teasing each other and spending time alone together again. You'd almost forgotten, up in your little hermit hut in the forest, how wonderful city living with friends close by can be. You and Mo continue to try out more shades while chatting about Shagvision, life, and your plans to make both intersect. As the sun begins to set, you both decide to call it a day, both covered in patchwork makeup and grinning ear to ear. That's cute. Okay, I got 3 people that I guess I can go into a major event with. I really want it to be Mo. I want it to be Mo. Let's do it. You enter Mo's apartment quietly, for once when you hear it. Is that humming? Cheerful humming at that? Could it be? You bust through the door with the force of 1,000 tornadoes. You watch a whirlwind of feelings and repressed emotion play on Mo's features. She eventually settles on a timid smile. You don't even notice Mo approaching you until you feel her arms wrapped around you. She smells warm and herby, like a piping hot cup of chamomile. You reciprocate and pull her close, burying your face in her neck. She pulls away from the hug, letting out a long sigh. Her mistake, huh? Aw. I mean, to be fair, jumping into another relationship this soon after her last one probably wasn't the best idea. You smell the girl boss. We're having a heart to heart right now with Mo. There's a long silence. You know it must be daunting, but you're really not sure what to say. You don't say the words on your lips. I felt like a third wheel. You know they won't help. There's a long silence between the two of you. I mean, I'm getting the sense that Mo realizes how quickly they jumped into the relationship. You still feel the urge to fill it with words, apologize, a grand gesture to cement your relationship with her. A million possibilities swirl in your mind, and you grasp at the most salient, the one that just won't go away right now. Her smile comforts you. She means it. Mo smiles that beautiful smile that makes you weak in the knees. She's tickled at your attempt to use her own words back at her. This is sweet. So I wonder if that's the direction that a lot of these stories are going to go. They kind of realize that they won't work as a couple, but they'll still stay close friends. You two will figure it out. You always do. Interesting. You grew closer to Mo. You two are inseparable. Congratulations, you completed Mo's route. Here we go. Okay. We'll have more to see in an upcoming story update, but until then, you can complete other characters' routes or call Mo anytime for a little swapping matches and chat in your room together. Go get him, Tiger. Okay, cool. So that's how the story is going to go. Basically, we just continue to build up relationships with these people. It's not necessarily going to lead to anything major, but okay. I think I could agree to that. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and finish up both Lulu and the Polycules routes. And then I think I'm going to go switch over to the Endless mode, since I haven't checked that out yet. Lulu time. You head over to Lulu's bakery, hell-bent on making her relax today. There's a closed sign in the cafe window, but you knock anyway. Although skating with her has been fun, the orders are a main stressor, so you've decided to help her out. I'm already getting the sense that most likely their biggest issue is going to be that Lulu cannot take adequate time away from the cafe to like develop this relationship. But we'll see. She still owes you that date anyway. You're taking matters into your own hands. You hear a muffled coming from somewhere deep inside the bakery, soon followed by footsteps getting closer. Lulu opens the door and leads you into the bakery, and you're relieved to see the kitchen is significantly cleaner than before. Ginger's only whisking one bowl of frosting at a relaxed pace, and you don't smell anything burning. Wait a second, Casanova. If you're going to be baking, should you have brought snacks? Aww. Lulu laughs as she ushers you in. Lulu gives you a big hug, and you press a small kiss on her horn. You and Lulu gather ingredients for the remaining orders, and you measure them out while she preheats the ovens and prepares the pans. Once the pans are buttered, Lulu starts to blend the ingredients together. It's amazing how focused she gets, turning carefully measured ingredients into delectable desserts. You give Lulu a quick smooch on the cheek while she mixes, and she blushes while giggling. This is really cute. It's honestly adorable, and one of the reasons you like her so much. Interesting. Okay, so Lulu is receptive to like stepping away from baking. Cool. Nice. I feel like Top Hat Vampire is a reference to something. Lulu takes you by the hand and leads you upstairs to her hangout room. It's predictably all shades of pink, with comfortable floor cushions and beanbags scattered around a cozy central area. The shelves are occupied by various potted plants, art of bunnies, knee pads, and multiple volumes of Skating and Dating 101. Skating and Dating 101. You didn't realize she read anything unrelated to baking, or is this a new development? She excuses herself to fiddle with some vine covered cables near a wall, and you realize she's booting up a projector. We ratted, we batted, we matted, we, I don't know what else. We're gladded. As soon as you flip the switch, you notice fairy lights strewed across the room, glowing faintly in different colors. Lulu finishes setting up and flops down on a pile of cushions where you promptly join her. You cozy up against each other and start Top Hand Vampire. She timidly rests her head against your chest, snuggling closer. You can feel her breath against your neck as she looks up expectantly at you. Her hand creeps up to cradle your neck. Oh, she's making a move. That's Riz. Aw. You grab her wrist and gently pull her onto you and into a deep kiss. Aw, that's sweet. It's clumsy at first, but soon enough the fumbling turns into hunger. She even tastes sweet. You let the intoxicating scent of her. I said scent, but says smell. You let the intoxicating smell of her, strawberries and cream, envelop you and decide this is also a good way to help her relax. To help you both relax, really. Aw, they bake together. You grew closer to Lulu. You two are inseparable. We completed Lulu's route. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Alright. The polycule is the last one. I like how it's a picture of Iskander, but it's really the polycule. Alright, let's finish up the polycule's route. As you arrive at the beach, you catch a glimpse of Dio, Theo, and Cleo set up on a few beach towels down by the water. They wave at you enthusiastically. You can't help but smile as you walk over to them. Cleo bounds over to give you a hug. After releasing you, they take your hand and guide you down to the beach towels. Cleo pouts. The three of them give you a look. You can't help but blush at Theo's matter-of-fact tone. Dio and Cleo laugh at the expression on your face. Theo is blushing now too, and you laugh as the tallest member of the polycule shrieks out in embarrassment. You take a moment to look at the picnic they've set up. The pastries look absolutely amazing. After a closer look, you see that they don't quite have the professional polish that Lulu's do. But if their scent is anything to go by, they're more than make up for it in taste. You can't help yourself. You grab a syrup-soaked piece of Namura and take a bite. I need to look up what Namura is. I'm learning about all these sweets today. Namura. Oh, yes. A traditional Lebanese dessert. It's a semolina cake, blah, 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 blah. A moist semolina based cake topped with almonds and soaked in fragrant sugar syrup after baking. Egyptians call it basbousa, Palestinians call it harissa, Armenians call it shamali, and Persians call it rivani. Interesting. That looks amazing. I want to try it. This game makes me so hungry, y'all. You eye the rest of the pastries. It's a ton of food, even for 4 people. Dio laughs while Theo blushes. Cleo pats her bicep reassuringly, while also taking the time to cop a squeeze. Theo rolls her eyes but can't help the small smile that teases at her lips. Cleo scoots up and pecks him on the corner of her mouth. Dio makes an indignant noise before looking at you and hesitating. Dio rolls their eyes. They wave their hands at the picnic and their partners. Cleo pouts and looks away, an embarrassed flush rising to their cheeks. They're being very considerate, but I guess they're they're given time for Samara to kind of get adjusted and go at her own pace, which is pretty respectful. Respectful. You laugh. For a beat, the three of them look at you in silence. Then they all move at once. Aw. You're tangled together with the three of them. Arms and legs sprawled across the blanket. You can't help but giggle at Theo's anticlimactic contribution. The four of you lie together in the sun, listening to the sound of the waves and each other's breathing. You're close to the polycule, you're two inseparable. Hell yeah. Okay, I've completed the 3 routes of the groups that I wanted to most. You complete other characters' routes. Cool. Okay, before we go any further, I'm going to go ahead and start the ad break. Girl boss poly stuff, you got that right. I'm going to go ahead and start the ad break a little bit early. When we come back, I'm going to switch to endless mode, and we'll see how that goes. Everyone, go stretch, get water, use facilities, get a snack if you're hungry. I'll see you in 3 minutes. We in a bad romance or just dance? I prefer bad romance, I think, over just dance. What are my favorite? I'm trying to think what my favorite Gaga songs are. I like Love Game. I like Alejandro. Alejandro is probably my favorite actually. Um I like Heavy Metal Lover. That's also pretty good. And I like a handful of stuff off of her Chromatica album. I'll tell you what though, the remix album for Chromatica is insane. She got both hands in her pockets. The Chromatica remix album is really good though. She's got so many like hyperpop artists on that album. Like Charlie XCX has a remix. Um, Ashniko has a remix. Dorian Electra has a remix. Watch my model go crazy. Arca has a remix. Good album. Very interesting remix album. $55 seconds. Okay. Yeah, so I'll probably go for like another 30-ish minutes or so. We'll see. You see the NB Pride on my hat? Yes. Here's my model. Very girl boss. Yeah. So the right one is NB Pride, obviously. The left one is an, what is it called? The Iron Front, but it's remixed with the trans colors and a V, which stands for VTubers. Basically, it in shorthand, it's Nazi VTubers fuck off. So, yep, we stand anti-fashion this channel. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining. And thank you for admiring the buttons on my hat. I had this idea that I was going to continue to add on buttons as I found new designs. I might still. But yeah, I'm okay with them with what I currently have right now. They're two causes that sound pretty good to me right now. Anyway. Ba, 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 ba. let's go ahead and... First of all, I think we got a new item. What do we get? Oh, yeah. I got the Star TV. That's kind of cool. It shows you what else there is. Yeah, let's keep the terrarium. Go back to star plants. Cool. Alright, y'all. Back to the main menu. Endless mode. And I guess there's a versus mode, too. Now, if it's endless, is it just one? Oh! I got an item just by jumping into this. Oh, cool. And then I can set up these as well. Um, yeah, I'll do square up. Clear 2 random rows and... Yeah, that works. Let's do spicy. Can I ask you stuff about food? Yeah, go ahead. I love food. Big fan. Okay, so it really is like endless in the sense of... Wait, then there is no reason for me to do the reflex. How do we feel about bone marrow? I haven't tried it actually. I am down to try it at some point. Okay, let's do that. I'm definitely down to try it at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it. How do we... You like it roasted or in a soup? Nice. I have a lot of friends that are really into bone broth, which I don't know if it's necessarily marrow. But, yeah, I'm down to try it. I just haven't. It's like buttery, sweet, and so... I have heard a lot of people describe marrow as buttery. Yes. Good with bread or anything that's on rice. Yeah, because it probably soaks up a lot of that flavor. Now, is this going to get faster over time? Oh, it absolutely is. It's already getting super fast. Holy shit. Um, shit. There we go. God. And I think we're done. Oh, well, I appreciate that it gives me a second to fix things before everything goes to shit. There we go. No, 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 no. I'm now flailing because my eyes are not moving fast enough for me to see where all the matches are going to be. Yep. Okay. 6 million. I feel like that's a pretty good score. Oh, I'm very curious to know what. Oh Jesus! Yeah. I honestly don't know if I made it to this speed or not. Yep, that's pretty funny. Oop, I don't have to exit out. That's right. Uh, let's try sheesh. So all this really changes is how many pieces are available from the start and how fast it's eventually going to get. Wow, yeah, it's already like, come on. Yeah, yeah, that's rough. I'll try that again. I feel like I could get it. Yeah, that's tough. It does get tougher pretty quickly. Let's see if I can get farther on spicy. I'll probably switch to the two-player mode pretty soon too. God, the X's are really tough to like plan out properly. Damn it. Try it one more time. I'll try sheesh one more time. Because I know it's going to get real hard real quick. Damn it. Okay. Let's switch to a two-player mode. Okay, interesting. So you basically immediately start off with a specific ability. I'm tempted to do a Sconder just because of the garbage. Actually, let's do Polycule. I mean, can I make them random? Nice. So I wonder if me setting a difficulty for the CPU means they have to try harder in order to have, like, advantage over me. Oh, come on. There we go. Damn it. Ugh. Cool, and then it goes until 3, just like usual. Uh-oh. Yeah, you got me. Come on, what? Damn it. Damn it. It's awesome. It gets tough fast. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm already starting to get pretty sleepy here. I know we're only a little over 2 hours into the stream, but I think I'm all spirit swapped out for tonight. Um, Thank you for hanging with me. Those who stopped by to say hi. Um, I really enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun. I will probably then just go ahead and continue the other routes in subsequent streams. I think I am going to start streaming this game a little less frequently, so I can go ahead and try doing some other games, try doing some other things throughout the week. Um, so I might not stream it again next week, but we'll see how I feel. You know, I do enjoy this game. I wouldn't mind coming back to it. I adore this game as well. The characters are very nice. The relationships are really cool. It's neat to see the dynamics. I think it was really good that Mo's story kind of ended with them not really in, I mean, definitely not like in a romantic relationship, but like I feel like that opens the door to stuff happening down the road. You know, I think it makes sense given her character, and also given the relationship that she and Samar already had. So anyway, good game, very fun, and yeah, thank you so much everyone for stopping by. Uh, Plan is to stream on Wednesday. I'm gonna try to hold myself to that. We will be doing some Blender stuff. I'll probably, like I said, just find a tutorial or maybe practice a little bit of what I'm trying to make. I really want to like get a hat done for my upcoming model. So maybe I'll spend a little bit of time working on it, but we'll see. Textures are a pain in the ass. Really tough. Okay, y'all. Have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you Wednesday. Bye bye.